it happened for us. It doesn't matter where it happened, it still happened.
I just felt it deeply in my heart. And I feel totally safe.
It was really a very spiritual experience.
I love you too, buddy.
Welcome, Sunshine Nation. Come and meet my family and spread sunshine and love with us. Here we go.
You're assigned to labor in the Fiji Suva mission.
Come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now and remember that the only way is up from here.
What's up, Sunshine Nation? How you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the last video we posted, first video of Israel. If you haven't, you're gonna want to check that out after this one. But this video is all about us being in the old city, the Jerusalem old city. They split it up into 4 quarters. So they got the Armenian quarter, the Muslim quarter, the Jewish quarter, and the Christian quarter. And each quarter is kind of split up with their own areas. So we were all over the old city, all the different quarters, and we saw lots of holy places. It's the same city, not the same exact city because it got conquered and destroyed many times, but they built up on top of it and created it. But they built churches on all these holy places where they believe things happen from the Bible. So those were really great experiences, walking where Jesus walked, going to those holy places and seeing these amazing things. And this video is all in Jerusalem, but you're gonna wanna watch the rest of the videos because we went other places in Israel and we also traveled to the country of Jordan. So you guys are gonna wanna keep watching the other videos that we're posting because we did a lot. This video is only in Jerusalem though, so let's get into it.
Yeah, so I'm the one driving in Israel because the credit card was in my name. That was not the plan originally.
And I'm in the back with the bags.
I'm not too cool under pressure, but I did make it in New York City, so I'm prepared.
Look at this cool sign.
Strange how there's not.
Wow, look at that bridge. Look at this architecture here. This is Israel.
Just documenting our trip a little bit, our little grocery store walk. Hey, grocery shopping. All right, a little tricky. Shopping for things I can guess is probably look like ramen noodles, but I don't know the flavor differences. Hello.
Hello.
How you feel about this?
Back to the house. The groceries.
Here we go. Gotta go fast. We have frozen food. We bought our groceries. We ate our breakfast and lunch, I guess brunch. Our brunch was ramen noodles and protein yogurt and hummus. Feel good, ready. Now we have just some like protein bars and stuff, some granola bars for the rest of the day. We were walking for an hour to Mount of Olives. Not what you envisioned for Jerusalem, right?
No, not at all.
What you think about this vibe here?
Oh, it's cool. They got a little band going on. They got a lot of people playing music and a lot of street performers.
I never expected it, right? Listen, guys, had we driven, we would have missed out on this whole area. I keep telling Jordan, I love to go to a new place and run or walk through the streets. I feel like you get to know the place better. And I feel totally safe. Fun to see what they sell, what people do on their Fridays.
Alright, if you guys are visiting Israel, you cannot pass into Palestinian territory without a Palestinian driver. So we had a Palestinian taxi driver and he drove us to Bethlehem. And we're going to post that later in the week with our trip to the Sea of Galilee. But he also took us up to the Mount of Olives. And on the Mount of Olives is where Jesus sat and looked over Jerusalem and he looked at the city. And it was really special being up there. We had a whole good view over the city.
So that's the Mount of Olives, exactly.
Oh, those are all the tombs.
Christian, Muslim, Jewish. This is two-way, brother.
so interesting to have it all come to life. We're headed up to Lionsgate. I feel like somebody should be in here with us.
Alright, so another one of the amazing experiences that I was able to have while I was in Jerusalem was I was able to walk Via Dolorosa. So that is basically the path that Jesus took throughout the city when he was carrying the cross to the hill to be crucified. And once a week, the Catholics have a procession and they walk through it and speak about the site and pray at every site and sing. And they let anybody walk with them. So we were able to walk with them. And just so you guys know, people are still living in Jerusalem. There's houses and there's shops. And as we were just walking through, you could just see the shops, a lot of other people walking through, people taking cars through and motorcycles through, and it was all really loud. But if you tuned out like the outside sound and focused in and really listened to what they were saying and listened to the praising, and it was really a very spiritual experience. So I was happy that I got the experience. It was a great experience for me.
In order to sanctify the people through his own blood,
Jesús, para consagrar al pueblo con su propia sangre,
second station. Here Jesus carries his cross. So the soldiers took charge of Jesus. Carrying his own cross, he went out to the place of the skull.
Cuarta estación hacia ti, una espada que traspasará el corazón.
A thing despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering. And through his wounds we are healed.
Hello, come in.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
Alright, so in Jerusalem, there are two different places where people believe the crucifixion happened. So there's the Garden Tomb, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. So we went to both of those places and they're both very spiritual, and the events in the Bible happened a very long time ago, so nobody really knows exactly where all the things happened. But it's not about being exactly where it happened, it's about symbolism and knowing that it happened for us. It doesn't matter where it happened, it still happened. And there's those symbolisms in place for us to feel the Spirit and feel connected with Jesus. It was a great experience for me in both of the areas, and I had a good time. So
it's crazy how this is all in here. I have no idea. Really cool walking with everybody on the path that Jesus walked.
I feel like it's kind of similar to the world where you have to tune out the world and listen.
Very historical. There's a lot of meanings to it. Very spiritual place. Everyone's real reverent.
Say that is where Mary stood to watch her son be crucified. touched the place where Jesus' cross was put into the ground. This is a Greek Orthodox church.
This is very typical of the times of the Second Temple, times of Jesus.
Interesting, this would have been more the way it was, right? Now we've got all the adornments. I'm actually really enjoying the walking because I feel like we're seeing the people more, talking to people more on the streets, getting a feel for how people are, waving to them, and I've been touched by how friendly everyone's been. The garden too. Now in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden. In the garden, a new tomb where no one had ever been laid. So they say this could have been the crucifixion site, a Golgotha. So they say this is the place of the skull. It looks like there's a skull face right there. The moment I walked in, I just felt the Spirit come over me. The first time, I went back in. The second time, luckily we're here when not many people are here, but both times the Spirit just rushed over me. And I realized why. It's because that empty tomb is what I've always talked about, what we've always heard about, what it's always been the message. The tomb is empty. And at first I thought about his body there, but that the tomb is empty means hope to us, that he's resurrected. Whew, I just felt it deeply in my heart. Such a special, sacred place.
We are in the Garden of Gethsemane where Jesus suffered and prayed and suffered for our sins and for all our pain. It's just a very sacred place, very important place to a lot of Christians. I'm grateful to be here and I feel the Spirit.
How do you feel the Spirit with so many cars driving by and loud noises?
I hear the cars, but it takes a little bit of focus to tune out all the street, city noises.
See, look how hard the wood, very much like a rock.
This is a tree that is from Jesus' time.
We're in the upper room right now, the site where the Last Supper was held. We just walked to Gethsemane with the disciples, and the apostles, and suffered in the Garden of Gethsemane and prayed for a long time.
So why is the Last Supper significant?
Because it was the last time he broke bread with the apostles.
And that's what we do with the sacrament now, remembrance of him.
Another great experience we were able to have was visiting the Western Wall. It's also known as the Wailing Wall, and it's a very religious place, a very spiritual place for the Jewish people. They were all there praying, welcoming in Shabbat, which is the Sabbath. So the Western Wall is the last original wall of the temple, and they've done a lot of excavating there and underneath, and they found a lot of old ruins from previous cities, previous colonies, and they found that there. And a lot of people will visit the Western Wall and pray there, write prayers, and put it in the wall. And we were there on Friday night, which is welcoming in Shabbat, or the Sabbath. So it was very spiritual, very, very amazing to see all the amazing spiritual praying and being there during that time. It was very spiritual, so it was great.
Welcome to the Western Wall.
This is the Western Wall. This is the original wall of the temple, right?
Everybody's gathered here to start the celebration of Shabbat, the Sabbath. And you can kind of see behind me how many people are here. They come to the wall, they say prayers at the wall, and they meet with family and friends. They hug, they laugh, they pray together. It's pretty awesome. So at the Western Wall, you separate. Men go one place, women go another place. So it's time for us to separate. Jordan and I are gonna go one place. Rachel is gonna go the other place. Go check it out.
Such a party. Awesome.
And also past the Western Wall is the Temple Mount, and there's 2 Muslim mosques up there, and we also had the opportunity to go up there, and that was very spiritual too, and it was very amazing to walk around up there and see all this up there. It was very nice.
We just walked around the temple, Rocco Gate. Abe's can't have shorts on, so he's covering up.
Good? It looks good, huh?
All right, now you're modest.
Right over here represents the rock where Abraham was about to sacrifice one of his sons. The Christians believe it was Isaac. The Muslims believe it was Ishmael. So, kind of interesting, but they feel like that's where it happened.
Many, many years prior to the time of Jesus. Solomon's temple?
It's supposed to be the area
Herod's
where
temple.
Solomon's temple was built. Also, where Herod's temple was built.
That's what I was saying, Herod's temple, yeah.
Yeah, I believe both.
The rugs are faced this way, and they face this way towards Mecca. Very nice, husband.
Thank you.
So while we were in Jerusalem, we attended church, and there is a BYU Jerusalem Center. So it's like an extension of the BYU campus, and it's for students who are learning studies of the Far East. So we were able to go there, and they have a chapel there where we attended church, and it was really spiritual. It was amazing because they have a big window in the back, and we got to see the entire city of Jerusalem while we're listening to church and learning about Jesus Christ and learning about all these things that happen, and while we're looking out across the city where Jesus was walking at. And it was just amazing to be there and experience that. So that was another highlight of the trip.
Church was awesome. They had a big window and you could see the whole city looking out background.
Yeah, what were you thinking about while you were there?
Just feeling the spirit in the moment and think about all the Bible stories I've heard. Basically every Bible story.
Right?
Yeah.
It was testimony meeting in our church. That means anyone can get up and bear their testimony, and it was beautiful. I loved hearing all the youth. I mean, there's so many youth getting up saying how much they love Jesus Christ.
Church was great. You walk in, they had a massive organ, which was like, you know, the way that organ sounded was like absolutely fantastic.
It filled the whole room.
Being here in Jerusalem and then attending church like that.
I think my favorite part was taking the sacrament, because you think, oh my gosh, we're here taking the sacrament, thinking about Jesus and his flesh and his blood and what he sacrificed for us. Nice little walk, right?
Nice hot walk. Get your muscles activated.
You guys, have you checked out the view? Have you checked out this view? It's incredible.
I work for the church. I do tours.
Oh, okay.
Church like Bethlehem, Jericho.
Oh, awesome.
Have you been to Bethlehem?
Yeah, we went yesterday.
We do also Captain Malonai in Olivewood.
Walls of Jerusalem. Manabalas Bazaar.
It's the road of the Palm Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Where Jesus walk here.
Oh, this is the way?
Yeah.
So when you meet another car, you just have to back up until you get to a wider spot?
We're used to it. I'm usually a bus driver. This for me, toy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The heat is getting it in. The heat, I can't take the heat.
Amazing day out. A lot of walking around here.
Look how pretty the dresses are. Grilling shawarma. This is the BYU Jerusalem Center. We're gonna walk up there from the wall. We're in East Jerusalem right now.
Yeah. East Jerusalem, baby. Yeah.
We are going straight uphill. Continuing. Oh look, there it is up there. Still going uphill. Worth the climb.
Go down.
So we didn't take an official tour, but this is where these students study. Look at the view up here though, man. This is King David's tomb. There are a few things that have been surprising to me. And one is, I thought that all these historical sites would just be empty and just places for us to tour and look at. But they're actively being used. There's schools in here, people living in them. That's been the biggest surprise for me. I thought it'd be quieter, but it's still a point of, you know, conflict. Who owns what and who's in charge of what? On almost every sign, there's Hebrew, Arabic, and English. And whichever language you see on top, that's who's in charge, that's who owns it. So it's just little details. We have a friend here that we met who's guiding us around, teaching us all these little things that we wouldn't have known otherwise. Things that you read from the Bible, where Jesus walked from one place to another to another. It's pretty incredible. It's just amazing to walk through the city and to see children playing basketball in the old city where all this history from the Bible is. It's a school right here. I just didn't picture the old city being used. So people still live in the old city.
So the Kidron Valley goes right through there.
And this is where Peter denied Jesus 3 times. This is Temple Mount, City of David, Mount Moriah. Solomon built the temple up here. Right here behind me is where the Roman soldiers cast a lot for Jesus' robe. It's just interesting to be right here where everything took place. It's amazing going.
אני ילדותי לי, I am my beloved, Shema Israel Halkoni Ha'echad. This means Lord of Israel, the one God.
Love that. So, crazy thing is, you see we're down below a little bit, right? Years ago, they excavated it and all these pillars were here and this whole area was here. Over the years, they have destroyed Jerusalem several times and then they rebuilt. So whenever they rebuilt, they just rebuilt on top of what was already there. So all of this city has been built on top of these pillars. And so they keep finding more and more cities and shops and things levels down. They found a prison several levels down. So look at that. These are all bullet holes. All of those pockmarks. I never would have realized that. If there's a bomb and they catch someone with the bomb before it detonates, they put it in here.
They're all a version of kanafa or kanafe here, kanafa in Saudi.
Please do not forget personal belongings.
Going to the ship tonight? That's right. It's like, did they say 100 years? I don't know. It's a big anniversary for the ship tonight. They doing a lot tonight, so having a party. It's the ship, y'all. Our good friend.
Hey, Rachel, we are 2 Yemenites. We make this family.
That's awesome.
You are my husband.
It's my mother.
Annie, I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. Yeah, fuck. I love you too.
I love you too, buddy. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys also enjoyed the party at the Shook. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did watching it. But while we were in Jerusalem, we also had the opportunity to visit the Holocaust Museum, and that was a very touching experience. It was very sad, but it was very touching. If you go to Israel, make sure you go down there and visit the Holocaust Museum. Tune in for tomorrow's video because we'll be going to
Mount Masada and the Dead Sea.
And that was really amazing. It was really cool. We hiked up there. I was tired. I didn't know it was going to be that cool, but you guys need to watch that video. So until next time, spread sunshine.